In the 6.0 Genshin livestream, we were teased the abilities to get level 100 characters. Here's how to get them and what does this entail. To unlock level 100, you need to obtain a resource called Masterless Stella Fortuna. You obtain a Masterless Stella for every constellation you get after getting a C6 5-star character. If you've gotten repeated copies over C6 prior to this update, you'll retroactively receive the Stella you should have gotten when the patch goes live. You will need one Masterless Stella to unlock level 95, and two Masterless Stella to unlock level 100. You can use the Masterless Stella to upgrade any character. They don't have to be a C6 5-star. While this massively benefits players who wailed in past banners, newer players can start working towards getting Stella through the new permanent event where by completing daily and weekly missions, you'll be able to unlock a 5-star constellation from a limited roster pool. However, based on the wording on the Q&A, you won't be able to get repeated copies of the same character every cycle of the event. It says you can only obtain each character Stella once. As for when you'll be able to re-pick the same character again, we don't know. Maybe it'll reset yearly, or maybe it'll be changed so you can pick the same character every cycle, if there's enough community backlash on it. Added with the yearly anniversary 5-star standard character selector, and maybe a bit of bad luck, new players can expect to unlock Masterless Stella within 2 to 3 years of playing with decent spending, or never at all as a free-to-play, which honestly is quite demoralizing. As for what we can expect out of a level 100 character, we know that the character's base stats will increase, but in addition to that, we can expect their abilities to also get enhanced somehow, but we don't have any official details on what that actually entails, but we can make some educated guesses. Let's start off with the info that is most likely to stay the same. For characters who use transformative reactions, they'll get a massive 40% damage boost to their reaction damage. Transformative reactions scale with a level multiplier, and we have access to those numbers on the wiki. Based on the official post that shows Inefa and an electro background behind each upgrade, we can assume that it's Inefa's stats that are being upgraded. If we compare the upgraded stats with her level 90 stats, we get about a 7% increase in base stats. So this roughly approximates to a 6 to 7% DPS increase to your characters. In addition, you'll be getting an extra 2 to 3% DPS gain from reducing the level difference by 10 levels in the damage formula. As for the abilities will be enhanced bit, we have a couple of possible features that might get implemented. I don't know if we're getting any of these, but they're the ones I think will most likely get implemented, if at all. First, we might get another Ascension tier. This will give us 25% more character bonus. This is especially useful for characters that ascend with crit, EM, or damage bonus. You can expect a 3 to 5% DPS gain if this feature comes out. Second, we might be able to unlock higher talent levels. This is the only upgrade that might be worth 3 constellations. This will allow you to upgrade a character up to talent level 15 on their abilities. You can expect up to 11 to 14% DPS gain if we can unlock higher talent levels. So in conclusion, level 100 characters seem more like a trophy achievement rather than a meta-defining upgrade. It's great at elevating the more dated characters, but doesn't elevate them high enough to compete against the newly released characters. Reaction teams have always struggled with their limited damage ceiling, so being able to raise your main trigger's damage by 40% will definitely make these teams more competitive again. Of course, you can choose to elevate a powerful modern character, but the upgrades gained will rarely match the value of 3 constellations. For me personally, I plan to upgrade my favorite characters so I can play them more often, even if it's not the most efficient thing I can do. What do you plan to use your Stellas on? Let me know down below. And if you can't get the new Stellas, also let me know your thoughts on this new update down below. And with that, I hope to see you next time. Bye bye!